Good morning to all. This is Sandesh. This Sandesh um, from Tricky Events. And today my topic is about the initial conditions of parameters R and L and C parameters. So, so firstly, what is about the transient state? Before the reaching the steady state value, a new circuit passes through a state called as a transient state. So this is the definition of a transient state. First of all, and in a network containing energy resource elements which change the excitations, the currents and voltages changes from one state to another state. Therefore, the circuit changes occurs whenever the circuit consists of either inductor or a capacitor. The inductor and capacitor has certainly have a characteristics because of which change in the circuit, the changes in the circuit. The transient changes may occur due to a change in interconnection within the network, or else a change in element value, a change in the nature of existence excitations. The behavior of the voltage or current when it is changed from one state to another state is known as the transient state. The time taken for the circuit to change the one steady state to another steady state is known as the transient time. The transient changes are assumed to occur at time equal to t equal to 0 and represented by a switch. The switch may be supposed to close or open at the time of t is represented as shown. As the switch is S is assumed to be an ideal switch, which makes or breaks a circuit in zero time interval, where the t equal to 0 minus is defined as the instant period to the t equal to 0. The t equal to 0 plus is defined as instant immediately after switching. The response changes from initial state to the final steady state in the time period is known as transient period. The response is known as the transient response or transients. To differentiate between immediately before the immediately after operating of the switch, we use minus and plus signs. The condition just before the switch is operated, and that is designated as I of 0 minus and V of 0 minus, and the conditions after switch is operated as V of 0 plus. So to differentiate between the immediately before and the switches after operating the switch, we use minus and plus signs. The conditions just before the switching operated are designated as I of 0 minus and V of 0 minus, and the conditions after switch is operated is V of 0 plus. So this is the one. So the initial conditions of parameters R, L and C, the resistor, For an ideal resistor, we have V of t equal to R into I of t. That is, the voltage across the resistor will change instantly if the current through it changes instantly, and the vice versa. And coming to the inductor, the current cannot change instantly in a system of a constant inductance. Inductor will not allow the sudden changes in the conditions through it. So resistor, for an ideal resistor, we have V of t equal to R into I of t, and the inductor cannot changes instantly in a system of constant inductance. The inductor will not allow any sudden changes through it. If a switch is closed, so as the connect an inductor to a source of energy, it will not allow any current to flow at the initial instant, and the inductor will act as if it were open circuit independent of voltages at the terminals. However, if a current of I0 flows in the inductor at the instant of switching, the currents will continue to flow, and the inductor can be do off as the current source of I0 amperes. So, where the current I0 flows in the conductor, and the instant of switching, the current will continue to the flow at the inductor can be thought of as a current source of I0 amperes. The capacitor will not allow any sudden changes in the voltage across it. If any uncharged capacitor is connected to an energy source, then the voltage across it initially is zero, and hence it acts as a short circuit. If an initial charges Q0 is already existing, the voltage V0 equal to Q0 by C, then the capacitor will be an equivalent to the voltage source of the voltage volts of V. So this is about the topic of this transistors elements of parameters R, L, and C. So these are the types of. So this is the matter is about this.